on a longline, and he's about 4 or 5 months old. He just came in for a board and train. We haven't done much of anything. We started crate training, a little bit of corrective stuff in the crate for whining, but other than that, he's been doing really, really well. He calms down in the crate nicely, and anyway, we just started some little food recall stuff this morning, and I just wanted to make a video of that now. Anyway, running around chasing cats and getting caught on. Get away! He wrapped himself around the pole and jumped over the water bucket. That's alright. Anyway, he's super, super cute. Good little dog. But we're gonna get him working. Alrighty, here we go. Come on, little one. So you guys can practice this exercise with either a flat buckle collar or a harness on a puppy typically. We're just working for his daily kibble. Get away. You know, he's a little guy. He only needs like a couple pieces of food. And you can work for his whole meals. He's stealing it right out of my bag. Anyway, so what we do is this dog doesn't know any sort of recall. He barely knows his name, if at all. But you get the dog's attention, typically by saying their name and then adding the word come, and lure them in with excitement and, you know, moving backwards away from him, drawing them in, and then reward. It's kind of messy. People do it a bunch of different ways to introduce recall to puppies, but this is kind of the way that has been working for us, and he likes it. Alright, here we go. So anytime he's moving away from me, I'm going to use it as an excuse to call him and reward him. Rexx, come. So we did maybe 5 to 10 minutes of this morning. Other than that, he wasn't, you know, puppies are pretty easy to get to come to you when you have them. And I'm not using a whole lot of praise. I'm telling him good boy when he comes. Rexx, come, good boy. But you also want to make sure that they're not getting confused with the excitement of like a praise and kind of interrupting the training session. They get distracted enough how it is. So, Rexx, 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 come, good boy. So I helped him out there a little bit with kissy noise because he was getting distracted by the bull behind us. Rexx, come, good boy. Now when I had to use a little bit more excitement, I think he has to go to the bathroom. We're going to go take him out. So one of the things we'll want to keep teaching our puppies to imprint more or ingrain more of not jumping. Little ones, you know, they're not going to knock anyone over, but remember to always go down to their level and feed them on the ground so they're not getting in the habit of coming up, jumping, and getting food. I'm sure he did that a few times. He's a little one. But just if you are trying to not cause as much jumping, it's good to reinforce that now before you have to get rid of it later. Just lying down in the dirt. See if we can recall him after. Rex, come. Ooh. So just get excited, get your puppy to come to you, and feed him. And lots of repetition. The one thing when you're teaching recall and you're outside in a non-controlled environment, kind of like this, you want to make sure that you always have good backups on your leash so your puppies can't get away, they can't slip out of their collar or their harness if you're using those two tools. And then also just make sure you're holding on to your leash that whole time. Normally in training sessions, while juggling treats and trying to feed the dog and all that stuff, sometimes you can drop that leash, so be careful, hold on to it. Rex, come. Good boy, good boy. So there wasn't any movement there because I was sitting down. Still got him to come to me, but those are times where you might want to use a little bit more excitement in your voice if you're not in a position to back up and draw him in with your body movement. Rex, come. Good boy.